Hello everyone, my name is Chris and welcome to my Fallout 4 Bobblehead location guide. This video will showcase and explain how to acquire all bobbleheads within the game. Unlike the previous games of Fallout, the skill bobbleheads do not increase tag skills like in 3 and New Vegas and instead grant small bonuses that are related to the skill they represent. The special bobbleheads however do act like the previous installments and simply increase their respective skill by 1. As always, there are timestamps in the description if you wish to skip to a particular video, but without further ado, let's get into the video. The first bobblehead is the Strength bobblehead. This bobblehead can be found within the Mass Fusion building. Head inside the building and move to the left side of the first room and head up some stairs. Turn right up some more stairs and head through a doorway in front of you. Follow the corridor through and take the catwalk over the room into another room. Take a right hand door into a restroom and take the left through a hole in the wall. Take a rubble ramp up to the next level and take a right to follow the walkway through some more rooms. Continue through the rooms and take the next left and up some rubble ramp. Head through another room and head up another rubble ramp. Once on this floor, head towards a green sofa and jump up on the barrier behind it. On a metal sculpture just below the barrier will be the bobblehead.
Nice.
Next up is the Perception bobblehead. This bobblehead can be found at the Museum of Freedom. You will end up here when playing through the main story quite early on. Head into the museum and take the right and follow the corridor around to get past the locked door. Head up the stairs and take the left path up to a second level. Take the next right and follow the corridor around until you get to some more stairs and head on up. Once on this level, take a right hand door onto a balcony and another right and enter the room at the end. Inside the room on a table to the west will be the bobblehead.
Yes.
Next up is the Endurance bobblehead. This bobblehead can be found at Poseidon Energy. Once here, enter via the rooftop door. Once inside, take the stairs down and head over a catwalk to the northeast into a metal pod. Once inside, take a right and down another catwalk into a larger pod. Once here, take a left around the corner and on a desk next to a broken terminal will be the bobblehead.
Excellent.
Next up is the Charisma bobblehead. This bobblehead can be found at the Parsons State Insane Asylum. Please note that you won't be able to acquire this bobblehead until you start the quest The Secret of Cabot House. To start the quest, you can either find Edward Deegan at the Third Rail in Goodneighbor, the Dugout Inn in Diamond City, or Bunker Hill. If you talk to him, he will offer you some work. Alternatively, you can head on over to Cabot House and speak to Edward via an intercom. If you pass 2 easy speech checks, he will invite you in and offer you some work.
Go away.
I'd really like to come in.
You seem nice enough, but trust me, you don't want to come inside.
Come on, let me in.
You're not gonna give up, are you? Have it your way. Door's unlocked. Come on in.
The first quest will have you acquire some mysterious serum for some raiders.
That went missing between there and here. I need you to track it down and bring it back to me.
Head on over to Parsons and speak to Maria, who will tell you that they are holed up at the Parsons Creamery.
Edward Deegan sent me. I'm looking for a missing package.
Oh, you're the new guy. So this package, pretty sure we know where it is. The guys that shot Ben are holed up in the Parsons Creamery, just north of here.
Head on over to the location, wipe out the raiders and take the mysterious serum. Head back to Edward and either give him the serum or lie and say there wasn't any left.
There was only this one vial left.
Oh, good. I was afraid we wouldn't get any of it back. Here's your pay for the job. I'm throwing in a little bonus for bringing back the serum. That was good work. Now, as far as what's next. Oh, hell.
After this quest is finished, you will start the next quest, Imogene Takes a Lover. Edward will then task you to find Imogene and bring her home.
Imogene is Jack's sister. You probably figured that out yourself. She's, a little flighty. Impulsive. From time to time, she runs off. Usually with a new boyfriend. Then I send somebody to bring her home.
No problem. I'll bring her back.
The trouble usually isn't finding her. It's persuading her to come home. I don't know where she's gone, but I can give you a place to start. She's been spending a lot of time in Goodneighbor. That's a jazz club there, the Third Rail. Somebody there must know something. She's not known for keeping her mouth shut.
She can be found at the Charles View Amphitheatre. Head on over and either convince Brother Thomas to release Imogene or kill him and his cult and unlock the door via his key. Once Imogene is free, she will return home.
You must be Imogene.
Don't tell me. Jack sent you.
That's right. I'm here to rescue you.
What makes you think I need to be rescued?
What, did you ask to be locked in here?
No, of course not. I could have left whenever I chose. I was just waiting to see if Thomas would come to his senses. He actually thought he could force me to join his absurd cult.
Your boyfriend's dead. Let's go.
Thomas? He wasn't my boyfriend. We had some fun together, that's all. Besides, he shouldn't have locked me in here. Oh, I'm not going with you. You can tell Mother I'll be along home before too long. I just need a drink first.
Head on back to Cabot House where Jack will task you with heading to Parsons to deal with Lorenzo. This will finally start the quest, The Secret of Cabot House, and grant you access to the asylum.
Elevator. You better round up whoever you can and get him.
Make sure you have whatever you'll need for a serious battle. I'll wait for you outside.
Jack, be careful. And try not to hurt him.
Once inside with Jack, fight your way to Jack's office where Edward is wounded. On his desk will be the Bobblehead.
Hell yeah.
How badly...
Next up is the Intelligence Bobblehead. This Bobblehead can be found at the Boston Public Library. Head to the building and enter the Copley Station. From here, enter the library via the station. Once inside, head up the staircase and take the left hand path up some more stairs. Once on this floor, head through a western door, continue through the room and exit via another double door. Take a right through another door into a small room with a console, and on the console will be the Bobblehead.
Bingo.
Next up is the Agility Bobblehead. This Bobblehead can be found at the wreck of the FMS Northern Star. Head inside the wreck and continue east until you come to some rusted containers. Jump on the containers and traverse them to the second level via some stairs. Once on this level, turn west-northwest and head all the way to the very end of the wreck. Head up some stairs to a small raider shack. Behind the shack on the edge of the ledge will be the Bobblehead.
Excellent.
The final special skill Bobblehead is the Luck Bobblehead. This Bobblehead can be found on Spectacle Island. Once on the island, head all the way south-southeast until you come to a partially flooded boat. Head into the boat and continue up to the second floor. Enter the cabin and in an open locker will be the Bobblehead.
Nice.
Next up are the skill Bobbleheads. The first Bobblehead is the Barter Bobblehead. Upon acquiring the Bobblehead, prices will be 5% better when trading with vendors. This Bobblehead can be found at Longneck Lukowski's Cannery. Head inside the factory and head for a left hand door into the factory floor. Head right around the corner and climb up some stairs. Halfway up the stairs, jump onto the conveyor belt and head up the belt to the top floor. From here, turn right and follow another conveyor belt and jump down onto a central catwalk. Follow the catwalk around into a metal pod. Head all the way to the end of the pod and on a broken terminal will be the Bobblehead.
Bingo.
Next up is the Big Guns Bobblehead. Acquiring this Bobblehead will increase your critical hit damage with big guns by 25%. This Bobblehead can be found at Vault 95. Head into the vault and take the elevator down. Once inside, follow the corridor to the right where you will enter a large room with gunner barricades around the room. Take the next right into a residential section and follow the corridor along and down some stairs. Once here, head for a hole in the wall to the west and take the next right. Head past the gunner barricade and take another right. Take a left for another hole in the wall and in the room on top of a radio will be the Bobblehead.
Bingo.
Next up is the Energy Weapons Bobblehead. Acquiring this Bobblehead will increase your critical hit damage with energy weapons by 25%. This Bobblehead can be found at Fort Hagen. Be aware that you won't be able to acquire this Bobblehead until you start the main story quest reunions. Head into the fort and continue through to the command center. Once here, continue down the corridor and take the first right. Take another right, head down the corridor and take the second left down some stairs. Once down there, take another right and follow the corridor around the corner. Take another right and enter a small cafeteria section. Head into the back room and on a table between two refrigerators will be the Bobblehead.
Perfect.
Next up is the Explosives Bobblehead. Acquiring this Bobblehead will increase your damage with explosives by 15%. This Bobblehead can be found at Sorgus Ironworks. You will head to this location when completing the quest Out of the Fire. Head into the factory and continue through to the blast furnace. Once here, turn right and head up the catwalk. Once on top, on a console will be the Bobblehead.
Yes.
Next up is the Lockpick Bobblehead. Acquiring this Bobblehead will make picking locks permanently easier. This Bobblehead can be found at Pickman Gallery. Head inside, head past the stairs, take a left and then a right to head down some stairs behind the wall. From here, follow the tunnel all the way through until you get to Pickman, surrounded by raiders if this is your first time here. Jump down from the ledge and on the floor next to a fire barrel will be the Bobblehead.
Hell yeah.
Next up is the Medicine Bobblehead. This Bobblehead can be found at Vault 81. Please note that you won't be able to acquire this Bobblehead until you start the quest Hole in the Wall. To start the quest, you will need to gain access to Vault 81 by either giving them 3 fusion cores or passing a speech check to let you in.
I'm interested. What is it you need?
Fusion cores. 3 to be exact. You get the fusion cores, we grant the access.
I already have the fusion cores you need.
Really? Well then, I suppose I should say welcome. I'll be down to meet you at the entrance.
Once inside, head through the vault until you see Ashes the cat run away and out of the vault.
Damn it. Aaron's not going to like this.
Next, head down into the vault and head to Dr. Forsyth's office. Speak to him and agree to give him a blood sample.
Would you mind donating some medical samples? Even just a blood sample.
Sure, you can have some blood.
Excellent. Just have a seat, and I'll draw some blood. This'll only take a sec. There. Hardly hurt a bit, eh? Thank you. This will be a great help. Now, I need to get these prepared immediately.
Once done, make your way into the classroom or around the vault and speak to Erin. She will ask you about her cat and ask you to retrieve the cat.
Ash is gone?
I think he's left the vault. I saw him run by me when I got here.
Left the vault? Oh, please bring him back. Please. No one else would set foot outside for him.
I'll find him for you.
Thank you. His name is Ashes. He's the sweetest little gray cat. I just want him to come home.
From here, you can either go and retrieve the cat or wait 24 hours outside of the vault.
Ashes, go home. Erin misses you.
When you've done either one, head back to the vault where Austin will be sick.
Thanks, mister. I was so worried about him.
You're welcome.
I'm so glad he's safe. Ashes! Bad kitty.
Austin got himself
so
bit by a
worried
mole
about
rat.
you.
So now
And
they
I
got
bet
us cooped
Mom's
up.
gonna-
Head back to Dr. Forsyth's office where Dr. Pensky will ask you to retrieve a cure from the secret vault.
What is it, Bobby?
Well, you know that door Austin found? He found it because of me. I keep my private things in there. He saw me get them.
You mean your chems?
Get to the point, Bobby. What did you find in that place?
It's like a whole extra vault in there, but half ruined and caved in. There was this terminal there. So I started poking around. There were some notes and stuff about using mole rats to grow viruses. But they also said that they used them to make vaccines and treatments.
A secret vault? Good lord, I've never heard of such a thing.
Bobby, you're a genius. A junkie genius. There might be a cure for whatever Austin got from that mole rat somewhere in that place.
Follow Bobby down into the reactor where he will then unlock the door into the secret vault. Once inside, fight your way all the way to the end where you will find Curie. Speak to her and no matter whatever conversation path you go down, she will open the door.
Oh, another stranger. Are you Void Tech Security? I've waited so very patiently for you to arrive.
Yes. Yes, I am.
Superb! I placed an emergency call so long ago. I was beginning to think something dreadful must have happened. I am pleased to report I completed my primary duties 83 years ago. Thousands of pathogens were grown in the mole rat hosts. Then a single broad-spectrum cure was developed to treat them all. Very satisfying work for many decades. Now, please tell me you are authorized to release me from the lab.
I am so authorized. You are released.
Superb. I had almost given up all hope of leaving here. I'll open the door for you.
Inside her office will be the Bobblehead.
Hell yeah.
Next up is the melee weapons Bobblehead. This Bobblehead can be found at Trinity Tower. You will come to this location when doing the side quest Curtain Call. Acquiring this Bobblehead will increase your critical hit damage with melee weapons by 25%. Head to the tower, head up the first set of stairs and take the elevator to the next floor. Once here, take a right, head through a corridor and take the next set of stairs up. Once here, head up a rubble ramp to the next floor. Head through to another room and take another elevator to the next floor. On this floor, head up the stairs all the way to the top and enter the recording studio. Enter the cell on the left and on the table will be the Bobblehead.
Excellent.
Next up is the Repair Bobblehead. This Bobblehead can be found at the Corvega assembly plant. Upon acquiring this Bobblehead, fusion cores will last 10% longer permanently. Head to the factory and head left from the main entrance. Take the first right from here and head up the ramp. Once at the top, turn left and take the catwalk up. Once high enough, jump from the catwalk onto the roof of the blue metal pod. Head over the pod and take the next set of stairs up to the west. Once at the top, head up the stairs all the way to the top of the blue storage balloon. At the very end of the catwalk on top of a box will be the Bobblehead.
There we go.
Next up is the Science Bobblehead. This Bobblehead can be found at Vault 75. Upon acquiring this Bobblehead, you will gain another guess when hacking terminals permanently. Head into the vault and take the elevator down. Once down, you're going to need to acquire the lab and admin keycards from the gunners that are within the vault. Once you have them, from the elevator head straight down the corridor and follow it around and enter the atrium. Head past the gunner barrier, turn right into a locker room and take another right into a utility section. Continue east through a doorway and then take the next left up some stairs. Once on the floor, take a left over some glass flooring and into another room. Inside the room on a desk near a broken terminal will be the Bobblehead.
There we go.
Next up is the Small Guns Bobblehead. This Bobblehead can be found at Gunners Plaza. Acquiring this Bobblehead will increase your critical hit damage with ballistic weapons by 25%. Head into the plaza and head through some double red doors into the main hall. Continue past a large structure to the west and through a door. Take a left and then right around the corner. Take another left and head straight into the recording studio. On a desk will be the Bobblehead.
Yes.
Next up is the Sneak Bobblehead. This Bobblehead can be found at Dunwich Borers. Acquiring this Bobblehead will make you 10% harder to detect when sneaking permanently. Head into the quarry and follow the quarry all the way until you reach Terminal Area 4. Once here, on the table next to the terminal will be the Bobblehead.
Perfect.
Next up is a speech bobblehead. This bobblehead can be found within Vault 114 at Park Street Station. Acquiring this bobblehead will make it so vendors have an additional 100 caps to barter with permanently. Enter the station and continue through to the vault. Continue through to an atrium section and head up some stairs to the overseer's office. You will need to come here during the main story quest Unlikely Valentine. Head into the office and on the desk will be the bobblehead.
Nice.
The final bobblehead is the Unarmed bobblehead. This bobblehead can be found at the Atom's Cat's garage. Acquiring this bobblehead will increase your critical hit damage with unarmed weapons by 25%. Head to the location and head east past the Red Rocket station into the garage. On top of a car bonnet right in front of the entrance will be the bobblehead.
There we go.
And there we have all bobbleheads within Fallout 4. I hope you found this video helpful, and as always, thank you for watching.